We're another day closer to a government shutdown, and Republicans still don't seem to get it. A recent poll found that a majority of voters, 59%, would blame President Trump or congressional Republicans for a government shutdown, which makes all the sense in the world. Republicans control the White House, the Senate, the House of Representatives. They're looking for someone responsible for a potential shutdown, and all they have to do is look at the mirror. And while we're on the subject of polling, there was another one on the economy that stood out to us. According to a Washington Post survey, Trump is underwater by a whopping 19 points on the economy and 30 points on tariffs. Turns out jacking up costs on everything is pretty unpopular. Who knew? But again, Trump only has himself to blame. After promising over and over again to lower costs and usher in a golden age, it's never been more expensive to get by. In fact, the American dream is now more expensive than ever. A whopping $5 million to get married, have kids, buy a house, afford healthcare, and retire comfortably. In the words of Olivia Rodrigo, it's brutal out here. And while Republicans keep pointing fingers and trying to blame Democrats, it's Democrats in Congress and on the campaign trail who are putting forward solutions to make life more affordable for Americans. I'm Hannah Moldavan, Deputy Communications Director for the Democrats, and your host for today. It's Wednesday, September 24th, and this is the Democrats' Daily Blueprint. Ask anyone, and they'll tell you that everything is more expensive. Families are turning to affordable staples like Hamburger Helper to put food on the table. And popular Instagram accounts like The Recession Chef are growing as more people seek help on how to cook dinner on a budget. But just when families would be turning to their local food bank or food pantry to get by, Trump's administration has slashed their funding. Now, it was 4 years ago during the pandemic where Democrats included $12 billion in investments for food assistance programs in the American Rescue Plan. This additional funding, combined with adjustments in how benefits were calculated, helped keep millions of Americans out of poverty. This is in addition to the expanded child tax credit that cut the poverty rate nearly in half. That's right, in half. Compare this to what Republicans are doing right now. Their billionaire first budget bill enacted the largest cut to food assistance ever for millions of Americans. The price of groceries continues to skyrocket because of Trump's trade war. And the job market is tanking as hiring slows and layoffs increase. And now that people are catching on, Trump is trying to cover his tracks. Over the weekend, his administration canceled the annual government report on hunger in the U.S. This report provided data that helps inform policymakers about how to meet Americans' food needs. But now, right as more families are struggling to put food on the table, this critical research is being shut down as we barrel toward a hunger crisis of Trump's own making. Here's the president and CEO of the Food Bank of Iowa explaining how Trump's move to cancel this annual U.S. hunger report could make matters even worse.
It is so important to us to recognize there are food insecure people, not only in Iowa, not only here in Polk County, but across the United States who really do count. And we just simply cannot make up that gap that is created by these federal cuts. And so it makes our job even harder moving forward with really food insecure numbers continuing to rise.
And while Republicans fail to do their jobs, Democrats are running for office and campaigning to replace them with a better alternative. Here at the Daily Blueprint, we're highlighting candidates who are fighting for working families and who need your support to win. For today's segment of 60 candidates in 60 days before the November 2025 elections, we're shining a spotlight on Peter Hubbard, a Democratic candidate for the Public Service Commission in Georgia. The Public Service Commission's job is to set energy rates and approve plans for future energy production. But for too long, they've put investor profits over the interests of energy consumers in Georgia. Peter Hubbard is running to change this. He's been a tireless advocate for lower electric bills and the clean, reliable energy that Georgia families deserve. So to make calls, knock doors, and volunteer with the Hubbard campaign, go to peterforgeorgia.com. You can also find the link in our video description below. Thanks for joining us today for this episode of the Daily Blueprint. We'll be right here with you every weekday at 10 a.m. Eastern on the DNC's YouTube page. Until tomorrow.